Bowman, we've shifted ops to Jimenez. What have you got for us?
For the past couple of years, the cartel has been experimenting with high-tech submarines as a way to smuggle powder into the U.S. Best we can tell, these subs follow one of the tributaries up to the Amazon, then into the Atlantic for a transit to the Florida coast.
Jesus, that's a couple thousand miles.
Exactly. The man running the program is called El Cerebro. We've got almost nothing on this guy. Rumor has it he's some kind of genius, a real mad scientist type. We know he's been ordering all kinds of military-grade electronics to upgrade his subs capabilities. We need a better picture of what's going on in Jimenez. Get me all the intel you can on their submarine ops, as well as El Cerebro and his research. If you get actionable intel on the cartel submarine fleet, take them out. Let's put some hurt on El Cerebro and see how he reacts. Maybe he'll make a mistake and we can grab him.
Sounds good. We're on it.
Most cartel members are violent idiots who are too high to care. But Patricio Mendez Valle, aka El Cerebro, is an oddball genius who's too fucking smart to bother.
Nydia Flores spotted his intellect when he was just a kid. She sent him to college in Mexico and later grad school in California. Word is he was too strange and misanthropic for even that crowd. But he popped up on our radar.
El Cerebro heads up the cartel's submersible program out of Jimenez. From Jimenez, his semi-submersibles, sometimes carrying as much as 10 tons of cocaine, head downriver to Brazil, then to the Atlantic. From there, floating just a few feet below the surface, they can go all the way to Mexico, even as far as Florida. But smuggling with these semi-submersibles will soon be a thing of the past. He and Nydia have ambitions to make reusable, fully submersible craft. Think what a multi-billion-dollar criminal enterprise could do with a fleet of submarines. Smuggling would be just the start. If we're gonna take down these subs, we need El Cerebro and his jagged-ass brain intact and cooperative. Just remember, he's Nydia's pet project. She won't give him up easy.
Got eyes on a care package. Gotta plot a route to it so the rebels can do a pickup. Eyes on a small group of tangos. I got eyes on a captain, tango number 3. I'm looking at a small group of tangos. There's cartel commendation here.
Here we go. This map's got locations for cartel subs anchored along the river. If we move fast, we can take them out before they head out on another smuggling run.
The cartel has a flotilla of submarines they're using to smuggle coke into Florida. Find the subs and sink them.
That tango's down. Frag out. Hola, putas.
Got the C4 primed. Hold up. Target destroyed. Don't get slack with that security. Somebody tell Fitzcarraldo we found his boat.
It's nuts. Something this big this far upriver.
That's what your mama said. That doesn't even make sense.
I see a second target.
Esa mierda era para nosotros. Mátenme ahorita mismo ese recabrón.
That's one less bad guy. We got a drug sub to demo over here. Keep security tight.
Puta madre, todos agachados, cabrones. Nos están atacando. Con todo. Vamos a enseñarles quién manda. Disparen.
Demo is primed and in play. Submarine destroyed. Let's get the fuck out of here. Sniper in the tower. I'm spotting another tango.
Tango down.
Baby makes 3. Here's target number 5.
One less bad guy.
Tenemos las tropas enemicas. Nos están atacando.
I got a Cerebro brand sub. Eyes on those flanks. Let's take it out
Demo's
fast.
primed. Assets destroyed. Objective complete.
Only way Cerebro's gonna get that coke to Florida's with a fucking rowboat.
We've got a location on a warehouse where El Cerebro does most of his high-end design work. Sweep the building, grab any useful intel you can carry, and torch the rest.
Let's keep our heads down and see if we can get to the central warehouse undetected. I want to find out what El Cerebro's working on. Let's move.
Drone is airborne. The drone's fucked up. They're jamming us.
Frag out. Come mierda.
Es justito lo que quería. Comidita para las armas.
They got no juice. I got eyes on a weapons case.
Damn, that's gonna hurt in the morning.
I've been wanting one of these. What do you make of that?
Who gives a fuck? Let's blow it up.
Ooh, Demo calc says P for plenty. Demo is primed and in place. Let's gather some info, Ricky Tech, see if we can't grab something that tells us what El Cerebro is working on.
Goddamn.
We've got the intel we need on El Cerebro's research, and we took out his prototype. The project's foobarred for sure.
Kill confirmed. That tango's down.
A todas las unidades, comiencen el ataque. Fuerzas enemigas detectadas. Todas las unidades, prepárense para el combate. Actividad enemiga detectada en nueva posición. Enemigos a la vista, coordinando el ataque.
Thank you.
This lists the location of a cartel commendation they're awarding to some guy who killed a few rebels.
Target is down. According to this, El Cerebro's buying loads of military-grade electronics from foreign sources for his new sub-design. Looks like a shipment just arrived at a boat a couple of days ago. You think we should go after it? That cargo could be an intelligence gold mine. We steal that boat, turn it over to Bowman. She can have the agency's techs go over.
Hey, what?
We got a mounted weapon.
Eyes on a small group of tangos. fucking hell?
Kill confirmed. Listen up. We steal the boat, then take it to the RP so Bowman's people can give it the once-over. Sure they won't let us play with it first.
Let's get out of here.
Where we dropping off the boat?
Bowman has an RP on the river. It's some kind of old Cayman hunter's shack.
This ride ain't all bad.
Shit, give me a beer and I'll pretend we're back home off the coast of Myrtle Beach.
You still think you're 22 or something?
Nah, I'm just looking to hook up with 22-year-olds. I'm sure you are. Too bad none of them feel the same way.
I'll let Bowman know she can have her crew pick up the boat.
After the agency's techs examine that prize, they ought to have a good feel for the rest of El Cerebro's designs.
Good work in Caymanes. Taking out the cartel subs has cut shipments to Florida by more than a third.
And the gear we intercepted and the intel we found on El Cerebro's prototype?
First impressions are that El Cerebro is in the process of building a sub with serious legs. We're talking about a boat that could reach as far as Europe and do so completely undetected.
Damn, that ain't good.
You ready for the good news? We've got an ID on El Cerebro. The intel you brought in helped us connect the dots. I'll send you everything I've got in a minute.
Outstanding. We got a location on our mad scientist?
Negative. His OPSEC is damn good. Multiple safe houses. Never stops at the same place twice in a row, the whole nine. But he's got an assistant that does most of the grunt work. He spends enough time on his phone that we've been able to triangulate his location.
So we follow the assistant and see if he leads us to El Cerebro.
You got it. Stand by for the data.
We've got a location on El Cerebro's chief assistant. He could be our best chance to get our hands on the mad scientist himself. Get to the assistant and extract El Cerebro.
Tango down.
I've got eyes on the assistant. Keep your distance and sure as shit keep him alive. We have to tail him to El Cerebro.
I'll drive.
This is the place. If El Cerebro is in there, snatch and grab. We want him alive, got it?
Target is down.
The alarm is distant. Frag out. Get some.
Fuck, fuck, fuck! Enemy down. Alarm over here.
I shut the damn alarm off. Got eyes on a mounted weapon.
Tango down.
Esos hijos de su pinche madre están alertas, están fuera de nuestro alcance. Necesitamos un grupo que vaya tras esos güeyes.
Frag out. Come mierda, quick.
Ah, God, I'm bleeding! God damn. Frag out. Eat it, motherfucker.
Fuck, took you so long. Gotcha. Wait.
¡Ya está! Entrego las armas. ¡Ya está! Entrego las armas.
Lydia will come looking for me, you know? You know? She always keeps tabs on me, even when she thinks she's ignoring me. I really ought to go back, or she'll worry. I can fire myself out of the back hatch.
I'd prefer you didn't.
But I've almost cracked this. You know how cold it is underwater? The issue of chemical binding? Not an issue. It ought to be easy to find monoethanolamine in Bolivia, right? It's just an issue of scale. Can I call Nidia Flores? She's probably busy, but she won't mind. She knows me. We're close. What am I talking? Scrubbing? No. I mean, scrubbing needs 2 compartments. Wouldn't leave room for any people.
That's so.
I want suspects for a Colombian submersible that just had a breathing tube sticking out of the surface of the water. Imagine the heat signature. Probably best I don't call Nidia till I have a real solution. Did I mention I know her?
Quítate quieto.
Ma'am, Nidia will be looking for me.
Good, because we're looking for her.
They say you've got a good brain between those ears, camarada. Now that you're up Schitt's Creek without a submersible, you may have figured out that you need me to help you, and I will, once you help me.
Forgive me for asking, but what do you think this is? Compelling? Dramatic? The rocks here have been around for centuries, long before you were a gamete in your father's testicle. And they'll be around long after you've gone back to the dust. Do you understand? These rocks have more significance in the universe than you do. Than your high and your hypocritical war on rocks. Are you taking me to Nydia, or are we waiting for her?
Do you not understand that I will lock you up in prison, where tattooed neo-Nazis will use you as a human pincushion for their dicks?
The problem is that you still think that anything matters. Anal rape, cocaine, murder, it's all nonsense. Do you think the jaguars waste any concern on how they feel? Or that the rabbits they eat contemplate the name of God? Meanwhile, you're still lying to yourself, convincing yourself that you make a difference.
So nothing matters to you, El Cerebro?
El Cerebro? I am not El Cerebro. El Cerebro slipped through your fingers before you even knew he was there. He is quite simply gone, as though he never existed.
Nydia finally had the answer to her problems.
A convoy.
The investors in Mexico wanted their money. This whole time she had been trying to sneak it out to them.
Why sneak when we can force it through? Reinforced armor, heavily armed, multiple trucks, helicopter patrols, carrying $17 billion.
Mira, you can't be serious. If we lose that money, it's over. But when we're killed, what happens to Valeria?
There is no other way.
No, Reina, we're not doing it.
Ay, Boquita, corazón. I'm not asking. I'm telling.
And who do you expect to lead this convoy?
You're the only man I trust with something this important.
But what if I don't make it back?
I would never let that happen.